A lot of you guys are service workers, right? And what do I mean by that? When you go into spiritual work, baby, when you go into community work, you're a service worker. There's a lot that comes with that. And the message that they gave for us, our types, is to take it slow and move steady, right? When you think about moving steady, I always, you found your rhythm, move steady and take it slow. You ain't got to do everything all at once because, baby, listen, this world is going to go on 24/7. And the fact of the matter is, you really can't do everything all at once. You can't do everything by yourself. So you're only going to get so much done in this lifetime. That too is okay. It's okay to leave the message, leave the, what they're saying right now. It's okay to leave the shift, leave some of the work for the next shift. Think about if you work like me, I work at the hospital. I get in at 5 p.m. I leave at 5 a.m. Whoever's coming in at 5 a.m., they may have some things to finish from my shifts, right? It's the same thing in spiritual work because we can't do it all. So I think a lot of the pressure that you're finding is really pressure that you're putting on yourself, pressure that you're feeling, oh, I have to be able to do this. I have to help in this way. And the truth of the matter is, while yes, your spirit team wants you to help, the community needs you. You cannot do everything. Find your rhythm and move with it. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out. And I see that that's happening a lot with a lot of community leaders. That's what made me do this reading here today. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, they just said, like, you're not new to this. You're true to this. Okay. You're not new to this. Yeah. This is exactly the energy I was feeling. You're supposed to be in this season right now where everything is just like not great, but it's a lot better, right? The Empress, this is supposed to be new beginnings. This is supposed to be fruitfulness. But I feel like so many people are stuck with the same old thing. They're stuck. What do you need to do? You need to be diplomatic. The King of Swords is someone that's very diplomatic. He takes no shit, but he's very thoughtful. He plans. This is the energy that you should be in right now. Stick to the script, they're saying. Stick to the plan. You're only tired because you're overwhelming yourself with trying to pick up everything, trying to be everything to everyone. And that's not something that you can necessarily do with this Nine of Swords showing up right here. So it's making you, you're bleeding all over the place. All right. You're the King of Swords. What you say goes. All right. What you say goes. Because the thing is that you know better. You've already done the work. You've learned the lessons. This, like I said, you're not new to this. You're true to this. You know the work. You've done the lessons. What they want you to do, though, is they're saying right now, like, you need to be cool as a fan. You need to relax. You need to chill out. You got to stick your plan, make your plan, stick to it. That's it. They're saying that what you're doing is like you're picking up extra people's work, okay, with this Eight of Pentacles here. It's like you're trying to take on work that does not belong to you, trying to clean up things that don't belong to you. And that's what's wearing you out. That's what's tiring you out. Okay. It's not the mission that you're on, but it's like, how many times are we going to restart this mission because you get swayed, because you go the opposite way? The Eight of Pentacles. And then what happens is you go try to help these people with their shit, right? It breaks up the monotony, breaks up the consistency in what you have going on. Not only that, you got messes to fucking clean up. Then you've got to wind up defending and protecting yourself. Mm-mm. They want you to speak truth. They're saying, speak truth and not lies. All right? Speak truth. Let's get some clarity on these cards. Yeah. Like I said, you don't have to take every damn thing that people offer to you. If you don't want to do something, say no. But that's part of your problem right now. And see, a lot of people are always like boundary this, boundary that. But here's the problem. Sometimes you guys get caught up in these boundaries and boundaries aren't doing you any good anymore, right? Because a lot of times boundaries, they're like there for the beginning of something. Like you might need it at the beginning, right? Like when you're finally standing up for yourself and things like that. So maybe you need to put up some boundaries. But after a while, you should be so disciplined in your shit because you're the fucking king of swords here. You should be so disciplined in your shit that you don't need boundaries. Because guess what? When something's not what you want, when something's not aligned, when something's not right, you get the fuck up out of there and you walk away. Why are you arguing with these people? Why are you going backwards? All right. Listen, the Four Cups is the first card that popped out. You ain't got to take what everybody gives you. The Four Cups to me is also, it's being dissatisfied a lot of times with what people are giving you, but it's not only being dissatisfied. A lot of times the Four of Cups, because this is after the Three of Cups. So this is after I joined with people. You know, I build myself up. I poured all the self-love into my cup. I got with a community. I got with another person. I became one with myself, right? I've poured in all this love. I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying with some other people, but hold up. I don't know if I really like these motherfuckers, and I don't know if I really like what they offering me. All right, and sometimes you will. The Four of Cups is when you got that choice to take it or leave it. Now, leaving it, sometimes you might be in a pause. You might be in a moment before something else fills up, right? Because then after the Four, you get to the Five. So you might be in a moment where you have to throw some things away, where you take some losses from these things, or you feel like you take some losses because these are cups. These are your emotions, right? But at the same time, like I said, you don't have to, it's not always a loss, right? Let me say it that way. Sometimes you don't have to. Okay, so what we've got to realize is, what is it that you fucking want in this next cup? What do you want in this cup? Don't let people just pour you up anything and you take it because, oh, I'm supposed to help. I'm supposed to be this. No, you've got to make the right choices. And this is them telling you, like, sometimes you're going to have to walk away from things, people, and places that you love. Sometimes you'll have to walk away from what you thought was your mission. You're in a stagnant space again. And the reason we're in this stagnant space again is because we're not following our mission for real. Right? Somewhere along the line, you stopped and you paused with this Chariot card, which means that with it being in reverse, there's no momentum. All right, on the things that make you feel good. There's no momentum on the things that make you feel good. And Spirit is saying, in order to get there, you're going to have to put that damn sword up and you're going to have to leave some things behind. You can't, I feel like you just got too many cups full, right? You can serve some, but you can't serve everybody. So listen, this is one thing that I had decided for myself. Because I see stuff going on in the community all the time. And I'll be like, damn, I really wish I could help there. I really wish I could. But baby, I'm not going to, because I have my own mission and my own things that I'm supposed to be doing. So I can't always be there for everybody else in theirs or everybody else in what they want to do. Even though I will try, if you're my friend, I will definitely try to support you. I may not be able to get out there and do the things with you that you do, though, for your fight, because guess what? We all have our own places in the collective. We all have. Could you imagine if Harriet Tubman, she's speaking right now, she said, can you imagine if I was trying to free slaves, but then I decided that I was going to go be a cook because my friend had a restaurant, or I was going to do this, right? Like, how many slaves would I have been able to get out? How many people would I have been able to help? How many missions or side missions can you go on before you wear yourself out, before you tire yourself out? Not too many is what they're saying. What's going to happen is it's going to make you inconsistent with your own thing. And then that's when we pause. That's when we have regrets. That's when we have, oh, I'm salty. Why are you trying to give me these cups? I feel like you're losing out on money. You're losing out on the legacy that you're trying to build. Move away. Move away from anything, anyone, okay, that is stopping you from your goals. The Ten of Pentacles is your card. This is legacy. Whatever it is that you are building is something that is supposed to be so deep. And this is something that you guys are supposed to be moving around with right now, right? But I feel like you're just so caught up in everything that's going on that you possibly can't, right? You possibly can't. And that's okay. But you're going to just keep wearing yourself down and wearing yourself out. And like I said earlier, community work, working for the community is always hard already. This Empress card, it's coming back up right now. What they're saying is you're not everybody's mother. You're not everybody's father either. Okay. You're not everybody's savior. That's what's wearing you out. All right. As soon as you get this through your head and focus on what it is that you have to do and say no to anything that's not in alignment with you, just fucking say no. You'll be all right. You're going to be okay. But as long as you keep trying to fit everything in, taking on everyone else's worries and problems and things, because that's what this is. All right. As long as you keep doing this, it's going to be really hard for you. All right. It's going to be really hard. And you're probably never going to see the end of day where you manifest exactly what it is that you want. They're telling me to pull a couple of cards from my shadow deck, because let's see, why do you do this? Why do you do this to yourself? Because I don't feel like this is a one-time thing. I feel like this is an all-the-time thing for you, right? Picking up other people's pieces. Like, girl, you didn't say you wanted to do that. She said she wanted to do that over there. He said he wanted to do that. So why the fuck are you doing it? Why are you not making them do it? We each have our role, you guys. And while we're all humans, while we all care, you know, every role is not for you to play. You can't save everybody with everything, and you will wind up wearing yourself out. You will wind up hurting yourself. You will wind up hindering yourself. Well, we've already seen that you've got yourself in this kind of moment where you're not moving. And it's because you're stuck. You know, sometimes we get stuck into like a place of, I don't want to say fear, because I don't think that it's fear. This chamber of transformation, chamber of surrender. This is someone that is afraid of change and afraid of getting out of this light spot. You might not know this about yourself. You may feel like, oh, I really do want to move past this. I'm really trying to heal and move out of this dark area. I want to go through this transformation. But you're not allowing yourself to. The more you say yes to other people and things that are already comfortable and things that you're used to, you're not allowing yourself to really give yourself that full yes. All right. And what's happening is because in order to give yourself that full yes, you're going to have to fully surrender. And I feel like that right there is scary as shit for you. Trusting what's going to happen next without you being in control. What they're telling me is that there was some points in your life where you weren't in control of anything. So you feel like you always have to be in control, because it's like it gives you anxiety almost to not know what's next. And it wears you down. And they're like, the moment you surrender, it's going to be like a baptism for you. It's going to be like a whole nother baptism for you. All right. It's going to take you through this transformation where you are fully going to elevate. Butterflies may be important to you. All right. Golden light, fire, things like that. But you guys, do some heavy cord cuttings on this energy. Remove this energy from yourself. And allow yourself to rise. Allow yourself to feel. Okay. Allow yourself to surrender into the purpose and to what it is that Spirit really wants you to do. Yeah, this is something that happened. And I feel like I think you pick up so many things because it's like you were in this space at once. And so, like I said, I feel like some of you guys may work with children and things like that. And so you have this burning desire, but I don't feel like this is the only desire that you have. Yes, that is one thing that you want to do. You want to help children. You want to work with children, but you got a whole nother fire and passion inside of you. And I really feel like that's your true calling, right? I think that you stick with the other stuff because it sounds good. It feels good, right? And who doesn't want to help kids, right? But the thing is there's other people that's their calling. You may not have to continue with that work anymore. It may be time for you to go ahead and move on to the things that are inside of you, the things that really set yourself on fire. Because what I'm feeling is it's time for you to protect your inner child. They're telling me right now, oh shit, a lot of the reasons why you guys do the work that you do is because you and you think it's strength, right? But it's actually a form of weakness. And it's not, listen, I'm not saying it like that, like, oh, you're weak or anything. But what I mean by that is it was something that got taken from you as a child and your innocence. And this is your way that you feel like you're giving back. And you are, of course you are. But at the same time, you're abandoning your own inner child. You've got to go back and protect little you and tell them, hey, I'm here. no, nothing's going to happen to you anymore. I got you. I'm going to make our dreams come true. Go back to that childhood dream. That's what you're supposed to be surrendering into. And while it may have been to help others, there's a burning desire in there that you have, that you want to set on fire. I feel like you're a very passionate person, and there's some things that you can't probably do because you've got to keep this image. Allow yourself to transform, allow yourself to free. That's when I feel like you'll be truly happy. And it doesn't mean that you can't work with certain things in the background, but I feel like your joy, these things were stolen from you when you were little, and it's time for you to give yourself that joy. All right. You can do these things, but like I said in the very beginning, move steady. Love, light, and lingerie, and I'll talk to you soon.